I try to be, plain and just try to do a review without giving my own opinion a lot of times, just because, oh, I'm reviewing the show. I don't want somebody to think that I'm on one person's side and I'm not on this other person's side. So because of that, I tend to sometimes limit the way I'm supposed to express myself. But you know what? I don't even know what to say anymore. I don't even want to give a damn. I just want to talk about the show, because at the end of the day, I'm human and I just want to express how I feel about everything that is going on. And now I feel like Avala was looking for she was just looking for a fight, looking for trouble, looking for bass bros. But for a good reason, my dear Jeff. I'm not saying here that I'm a Jeff fan. I'm not a Jeff fan. But then Jeff was not even going to give it to her. He was not going to serve her on a platter the thing that she was looking for. That is what I'm going to say. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Philomina here. If this is your first time, you're absolutely welcome. If you're a regular viewer, thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos. Today I'm going to be talking about the Big Brother Nigeria reunion show day 8. And today they were talking about sad moments and emotional moments in the house. First of all, Ebuka showed us a clip. He showed a clip of when they were evicting some of the housemates. Showed a clip of them evicting Toyo. Showed a clip of them evicting Nelson. Showed a clip of them evicting Kim. Showed a clip of them evicting Avala and Silomo. And a couple of others. So after they showed this clip, they went ahead to ask Toyo a question. Well, they asked him that how was the eviction for him. It was that it was really painful for him, because in his mind, they evicted Tacha and Shay. Wow, thank God, what a good day. He had already said thanking all these worry people, worry, thank you so much, Next thing now, they just came back and said there's one more eviction. He said, no, it can't be me. I've already thanked my worry people. Only for them to call his name. And truly he was going out. Truly he was on stage. Only for them to find out, only for him to find out that I'm not seeing Shay and Tacha here. Then he now heard on stage that, then Tacha and Shay's eviction, they were in another room. Not like, okay, let them take me to my other room too. But then his was real and he was evicted. So it was painful, that really, he won't even lie, it was painful. Then after this, they now went ahead to ask Nelson how he felt about his own eviction. That would he say that it was sad for him? He said, well, he was not going to lie, that at some point he wasn't really there because he was really sick. He was so sick and wasn't there, that he tried his best. He was struggling at a time when they were doing games and all those kind of things, arena games. He was always pushing, trying to do his best. But then he can't even blame anybody, because he knows that he did his best and it's okay. He left and that is it. It's cool. After that, they moved on and they showed us a clip, the eviction that shocked them the most in the house. So a lot of people kept mentioning Kim. Whose eviction shocked you the most? Tacha said Kim. Jeff said Kim. A lot of people said Kim. Kim Opera, So when they came back, they asked Kim Opera that, how does she feel about the eviction? She said that she was shocked, because at the end of the day, when they even mentioned her name on the day of the eviction, she was like, man, fuck, because at the end of the day, she didn't expect to be evicted early, because according to her, the people that were put up for eviction, just like she was on the same day, she said she was like, I will dust these people now, According to Ebuka, don't you think that was being overly confident? Because saying that you dust these people is a show. All of you are here, so you can't say for sure. You're not even outside the house. How would you say that? Then Kim went ahead to say that, well, she felt like she had done pretty well, that she knows she has this very strong personality, and that she calls it confidence. She doesn't know if it's going to come off to some other people as anything or intimidate anybody. That she didn't really need to say anything for anybody to see and smell the confidence in her. That she just wasn't trying to get into anybody's skin or anything, that she was just being confident and being herself, that really she wasn't expecting to be evicted so early. After that, Ebuka talked about her being friends with the male in the house, that she just kind of ditched the girls and just did as if the girls were not important, and she just focused on being friends with the males. So Avala now said yes, that she was going to speak on that. Kim that she knew was entirely different from the Kim that she met in the house, because come on, Kim just was acting like, oh, the rest of the girls are not in my radar, that kind of thing, that as if the girls did something to her. And according to her, when Kim got this veto power, like Kim was somebody else that she couldn't understand why, especially because she expected Kim and her to have this connection of friendship, because they had they had a conversation at the audition. And after that as well, Kim also went ahead to say that she doesn't expect Avala to come and be expecting friendship from her, because at the end of the day, they are in the house for competition. Yes, it is a competition. That she knew that she could have done better, and she knew that she could have done more, but then it is what it is. So yeah, after that, they now went ahead to ask Isilomo what she feels about Kim's, friendship with the guys, because Isilomo herself also was friends with the guys. And if you know, Isilomo stayed only 1 week in the house. Isilomo said from her own perspective, where she's coming from, especially being friends with the guys, unlike her, Kimopra just passed off to the rest of the girls as though they didn't matter, and she didn't really get that Kimopra acted in a bad way, and because of that, she didn't really like Kimopra in the house. And this is from her 1 week stay in the house. So you can now ask her, okay, can she say some of the things that made her come to that conclusion that she didn't act in a good way? Why would she say she acted in a bad way? So Isilomo now went ahead to explain that, well, the accent thing was just too much at some point, that Kim was just, doing some accent thing, was just really too much at some point. And after that, she explained the fact that she and Jeff were just, picking themselves and doing as if they were kings and queens in the house, that the sitting arrangement thing, that she understood that veto power chair thing that happened, that yeah, there were 2 chairs in the house, oh, one was this, one was that, one is for the head of house, one is for the veto power holder. But then again, this is national TV. You can't just walk up to me and tell me to stand up from a seat. So she said she probably understands, but then it was just the way and manner that Kimopra came off to her. That was why she reacted the way she reacted. And that, yeah, that it was really because of all those things. That was what brought her to the conclusion that Kimopra acted in a bad way. Ebukana went ahead to ask Kimopra, how would you say you're feeling towards Isilomo outside the house right now? And then Kimopra started smiling, one kind of mischief smile in my opinion, because she just was like, And Ebuka goes, why are you smiling? She was like, well, but whatever it is that she has with Isilomo is an I care less expression. Like, she doesn't care really, that they don't have any issues, they are not fighting, but she really doesn't care. That is what she has towards Isilomo. When Ebuka asked Isilomo, Isilomo said almost the same thing, that they don't have any relationship whatsoever, they are not fighting, they just see and they have a cordial, oh yeah, what's up, yeah, that is it, and that is okay. So Ebuka was not like, oh, the feeling is more or less mutual in that case. So they agreed, yeah, that the feeling is mutual. After that, they showed a clip, and this clip was asking some of the housemates who they feel was boring in the house. And a lot of people mentioned Diane, while some other people mentioned Nelson, but quite a number of people mentioned Diane. Then some mentioned Avala, some mentioned Jackie, But now Ebuka came back and he asked Nelson how he felt, because Toyo mentioned his name, that Nelson was boring. So when they asked Nelson how he felt about Toyo calling him boring, man, Nelson was not even having it. Nelson was upset. He said he's upset about the fact that Toyo will call him boring. That, man, come on, I cook for you guys. I do not just cook, I have your back, Toyo. How would you say that I'm boring? There are times where I stood by you, I stood for you, and you're out here calling me boring. If any other person is even going to say I'm boring, Toyo, you don't have to say so. Like, I knew Toyo even before the show, so how would you be saying that I'm boring? Ebuka said, okay, is it because Toyo is the one who said you are boring, that is why you're upset? Or it is that you do not agree that you are boring? He said he wouldn't say that he was boring. Like he said earlier, he was sick at some point, and that was it. But besides that, he wouldn't count himself a boring person. However, he doesn't like the fact that Toyo will call him boring. That particular reason for Toyo, the person, Toyo calling him boring, is something that he doesn't like, and he was really upset about it. So Toyo was not like, yeah, he understands friendship, he understands that they are friends. But then, because Ebuka mentioned something, he said It's your friend that will tell you the truth now. It's your friend and it's telling you that you're boring. But it was just really somehow. That whole scenario was somehow. Moving on, they showed a clip asking the housemates who they were going to swap for, who they would rather, stay back, and then another person left. So Tacha mentioned that, she would have loved Avala to stay back. Some other people mentioned other people's names, and then Jeff said, that Mike and then any other person, So when they came back, the clip, then Ebuka now asked Jeff that, okay, what does he have to say about that? He now said that he's going to explain how everything played out, that he was the head of house and head of team, and at the time he had promised a lot of people and a couple of guys that he was going to give them coins, seeing that because of the coin, they are going to either stay or leave the house. So at the time, it was just him and Jeff that had a lot of coins. So he gave Omashola some coin, and he gave Mike 100 coin as well. That he felt bad because he had promised Avala that he was going to give Avala coins, and because of that coin thing, Avala left. That he doesn't regret it. He doesn't regret it, but he feels bad because he didn't fulfill his promise. And then Avala goes, you didn't play the game well, because giving Omashola your coin, because he also gave Omashola his coin, like giving Omashola your coin left you, you still left. You left. You didn't play the game well, because if you had not given Omashola your coin, at some point, Omashola would have left and you would have still been in the house. My own is that why was Avala just always putting it to Jeff that you didn't play the game well? Why did you now this? So apparently Jeff had called Avala to apologize for everything that happened in the house, or that he's sorry that she had to leave the way she did. And Avala was not like, why did you call me to apologize? If you are saying that you did not regret what you did, why are you calling me to tell me that you are sorry? So Jeff said he apologized because he felt like he prioritized what he felt was supposed to be at the time in the house. But he's apologizing outside the house because he didn't fulfill his promise to Avala, and that was what it was. So Avala was just, really angry. He goes, but you left still. Jeff just goes, and then it's okay. It's okay that I left. I don't mind. So I'm just really happy with the fact that Jeff didn't take it to heart, because what Avala was trying to do was to, get it to, get under his skin that, you left, you didn't give me the coin, at the end of the day, you still didn't win, you still didn't stay so long in the house after all, the Omashola that he gave coin stayed till the end. That was what she was trying to pass off. But then Jeff just said it was okay, and that was it. After that, they now spoke to Thelma. Thelma, what's up with you? You have a feeling that you're not supposed to leave when you're supposed to leave. Because one of the statements that she made on the day of her eviction, she was like, this highlight that they played here is so much, is a lot. So why am I leaving? I'm supposed to be there. So Ebuka was like, why do you think you're supposed to be there? Thelma now said, well, the fish fight and everything, she knows that it was something that happened, but she said, she was not talking about Tacha. I just hope that Tacha's fans will not come for Thelma. Tacha's fans, so please don't come for Thelma. Thelma says she doesn't know what Tacha was doing, but that is why her fans act like she does. And the whole place was just like, haha. Ebuka said, how does she act and how does her fans act? How do her fans act? I don't know how to speak this English, but what do you mean by that? Next thing, Thelma was like, are they going to come and beat me? Nobody is going to beat me. I'm just saying what it is, But she will just explain about the fact that, she wasn't supposed to leave the way she left, that she felt like that Tacha's fight and her fans was one of the contributing factor for her eviction. So that was how the show ended today. Ebuka ended the show, and then they showed us what's going to happen next week. Of course, Avala and Jeff still had a conversation. We're going to talk about all this when we watch the full show next week. So guys, I'm going to see you next week. If you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you're yet to subscribe to my channel, what are you waiting for? Please hit the subscription button below. Until next time, I'm going to see you in my next one. Bye.